FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, ho, let's vote. Hey, ho, let's vote. They're getting in the vote line. The check the box with the name is mine. I'm the mayor, and that is fine. The voting bop.
I know who this is.
You don't know who this is. There's no way you know who this is.
It's Marky Ramone.
It's Mark.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah. You having a good night?
Sure. I'm doing okay.
You drumming?
I'm not. No, I'm not a drummer.
I'm drumming. Everybody should play the drums.
Really? That's something everybody should do?
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to check in with something with you.
Okay.
How soon till I get to move into that hut?
To the hut?
Yeah, the mayor's hut.
Oh, the gubernatorial hut?
Yeah, I'm winning in the polls, right?
Well, you're not winning. No, you're behind.
Wait, what?
You're in third right now. You're
Who's ahead of me?
Associate producer Mike. He's ahead of you by about 120 votes.
Oh man.
And Philly boy Roy, who is ahead of you by about like 180 votes.
He's got some good ideas, though. Not as good as mine, though. You know, I'm getting measured for my mayoral leather jacket tomorrow.
Well, isn't that a little presumptuous to assume you're going to win?
Isn't it what?
Presumptuous to assume you're going to win.
Isn't it what?
Presumptuous.
I don't know what that is.
Aren't you?
Wait, are you spelling it now, or what, are you?
No, I'm not spelling it. I'm not spelling it.
Okay.
Well, I think it's a little. I can't even say the word again. Shouldn't you wait to see the results of the election?
That next thing I know, you're going to ask me if I went too early getting that little plaque from my desk.
The little plaque that's going to go on your desk as mayor?
Yeah. You know what it says?
What's it say?
It says the mayor is ... eclipse. You know what an eclipse is?
Yeah. An ellipsis, yeah.
The mayor is ... in time. That's a drummer's joke.
Oh, okay. It kind of went over my head.
Oh, yeah. You know when you play to a click track and you're on the beat with the click?
Yeah.
That means that you're playing in time.
No, okay. That makes sense.
Isn't that hilarious? You know, we didn't use a click track too much, though. You know, Tommy used one on the early records, but I didn't really need one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're a more precise drummer than Tommy?
Oh, yeah. You know, I think, come to think of it, we did use a couple of songs on Mondo Bizarro and maybe Life's a Gas on Adios Amigos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come to think of it, there was this one time when we was doing Cabbies on Crack from Mondo.
Yeah.
And I was so dead on with the click track that it just disappeared.
Uh-huh.
You know, and when you're so dead on like that, nobody hears the click track at all.
Yeah.
You know, so after the song at Stasium, the producer goes, "Man, Mark, you was dead on with that click track longer than I ever heard anyone ever." And then this is a classic Marky singer. I go, "Thanks, Ed. Now maybe they'll let me have a little more of the T-shirt sales." Man, everybody started cracking up. Even John had to laugh at that one.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't. He just got madder and madder and madder.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That was a pretty good. Well, stories like that, I guess, are.
Oh, I got a million of those.
I'm sure you do have a million of those.
Oh yeah, you want a couple more?
Well, let me talk to you more about this election.
Yeah.
So Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say I want to make a good impression when I get sworn in next January.
Mm-hmm. I just think you should wait to see what happens. There's a couple.
I know I'm going to win.
You think you're going to win?
I know I'm going to win.
There's a couple weeks to go. I mean, look, anything can happen, but there's still time to go on this thing, and I don't think it's time. I don't think you can jump the gun yet.
Well, I'm still getting that jacket and that plaque, because like I said, I want to make a great impression which reminds me of a great story. And this is very apropos of what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just going to let that one go. What is it?
It was the final show. The Ramones' final show was out in L.A. at the Palace, you know.
Uh-huh.
And if you've ever seen the We're Outta Here DVD, you know that Eddie Vedder sang Any Way You Want It with us as our last song.
Yeah, I thought that was a kind of a...
It was very fitting. I mean, I got to say, is there any song that you'd want to see the Ramones go out on other than a Dave Clark song that we never really played before in L.A. nonetheless?
With Eddie Vedder, who has nothing to do with the Ramones actually singing on it.
Well, he was John's friend.
Yeah, but whatever. That's how the Ramones ended on a weird note, but that's neither here nor there. So,
Okay,
set
anyway,
the story.
I was all excited because I knew the band was over.
Yeah.
And I figured if I made a good impression on Eddie, that maybe next time the drum throne for Pearl Jam was vacant, Eddie would maybe think of me.
The drum throne for Pearl Jam.
Yeah, because and everybody knows that throne is kind of subject to change, and it's highly coveted. Would you doubt that that's a highly coveted throne host?
I would agree that the drum throne for Pearl Jam would be a highly coveted one.
Yeah. So anyway, we're getting ready to sound check that day, and I noticed there's this squeak on my bass drum pedal.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want that squeak to be there when Eddie shows up, you know?
Uh-huh.
So I send my drum tech Bubbles out to get some oil.
Okay.
And Bubbles comes back, and it don't work. The squeak is still there. So after a little investigation, we figure out that one bolt is rubbing up against this one nut, and that's what's causing the squeak.
Mm-hmm.
So I send Bubbles off to get replacement parts.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes back, and they're not the right ones. And the other guys was cool about it. It was taking so long, but guess who wasn't?
Johnny?
John.
Yeah.
He just kept getting madder and madder and madder.
Yeah.
And then I sent Bubbles out to get the right nut, and he finally comes back with the right one. And then we realized that the original nut is rusted, and we got to crack it off, you know? Got to break it off.
Okay.
And so after like half an hour, it's me and Bubbles and Monty, and we're trying to break this nut off the pedal. Mm-hmm. And then I turn around, and this is a classic Marky zinger. I go, you're never going to believe what I said. I said, man, that was a tough nut to crack. Oh, man.
Wow,
Even John had to laugh at that one.
Uh-huh. And did he?
But he didn't.
Okay.
He just got madder and madder and madder.
Seems to be a common thread going through some of these stories.
Hey, you don't rush my adventures.
I'm sorry, what?
You don't rush my adventures.
Your adventures.
Yeah, you're shutting me down.
No, I'm not shutting you down.
I've been in this business so much longer than you. Have some respect.
Okay, I apologize, Mr. Ramone.
Piece of C-rap.
No, I'm sorry.
Hey, speaking of adventures.
Yeah?
Did you see the news in Variety today?
Okay, no, I did not see the news in Variety.
New Lion Cinema.
Yes?
They just announced the Brotherhood of the Traveling Floor Tom.
What is that?
It's a movie. It's about four of the greatest drummers of all time getting together and going on a mystical journey of self-discovery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And who are these drummers?
Oh, well, geez. The biggies, the big four.
The big four. Who are in the big four?
Well, John Bonham from Led Zeppelin.
Sure.
Buddy Rich.
Mm-hmm.
Neil Peart.
Yeah.
And you know who.
You.
Yeah. Marky Ramone. Why?
It's the four of... What did you call these drummers?
Pardon me? Oh, the name of the movie?
No, the name of the movie was the what? The Brother...
The Brotherhood of the Traveling Floor Tom.
Brotherhood of the Traveling Floor Tom.
Yeah.
But you kind of referred to like a lofty thing about they were all like legends or something?
What? Yeah, what are you repudiating it?
No, that's fine. But I guess just that it whatever. Look, I'm glad you're in the movie. Congratulations.
Thank you. You know, it takes place in 1978, so none of us get to actually play ourselves.
Really?
Yeah.
Nobody's playing themselves in it. Has there been any casting decisions made yet?
Eric Roberts is playing me.
Eric Roberts?
Oh, yeah, he's great. I've been showing him how to play, how to play the 16th notes on the hi-hat.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of rock drummers, they can play the eighth notes and the quarter notes, but you got to be able to do the 16th notes.
So you've been training Eric Roberts to play you in this movie?
Yeah, and John Bonham isn't playing himself either.
Well, he passed away. Who's playing John Bonham?
He passed on, yeah.
Yeah. Did they cast anybody yet?
Yeah, Kevin Farley.
Kevin Farley?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, from the American Carol.
Exactly. Have you seen it yet? It's so good.
Yeah. No, I haven't. You saw it?
I got a DVD advance of it. It's so good. It makes you have pride once again.
Pride?
Yeah.
You mean in America?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Makes you want to put your chucks back on.
Oh, okay. So that I didn't know that was that went hand in hand with showing pride.
Oh, it totally goes ham in ham. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again,
Hey, I just hope my deal gets worked out soon because it's taken a while now. I've just been biting my time.
Uh-huh. Again, I can't call you on every one of these. But what is the you mean the
what?
deal for the movie?
Call me on what? What do you mean?
Biting my time?
Yeah, biting your time. It's like when you're waiting for something to happen and it takes so long. It's like you want to go up to that clock and just take a big old bite out of it.
I think it's biding my time, but that's actually biting my time is a pretty good way of putting it.
Well, that's what I was taught. But you got to get philosophical about it. The universe runs on its own timetable, and pretty much only Jesus Christ knows for sure.
What? Okay, I don't want to talk about religion with you. I really don't want to talk about religion.
Well, I said, I'm just hoping this money deal comes through.
Yeah, no. But no on the religion thing.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the money that I'm supposed to get. I guess it's like a scale kind of gig. Guess I'll be getting more than what I got on Sha Na Na.
You were on Sha Na Na?
Oh yeah, back in the day, yeah.
The Ramones were.
Absolutely, yeah. We did rock and roll high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have any experience? Maybe you could be my agent with the money stuff.
I don't have any agenting experience. I think you need a license to be an agent.
Oh, so you got to get a license. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay, I didn't know I was. Let me write this down. I didn't know I was talking to Warren Buffett.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's funny you mentioned Warren Buffett. We were actually talking about him earlier on the show.
What were you saying? Because I just read his new book.
Well, you read this book?
Oh, yeah, I read it today.
I just bought this thing, The Snowball. It's like 950 pages.
Oh, yeah, Snowball, Warren Buffett and the Business of Life.
You read it?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm a ferocious reader. I read 5 books a day.
5 books a day? Well, when did you get this book?
I got it today. I read it in the store pretty much. You read this 950 something page book in the store today. I totally know what it's about. Yeah, it's totally interesting. It's from about like his early childhood when he used to be a cowboy, to his pinball machine business with his friend who also wore 1940s style clothing, to his founding Berkshire and Miss Hathaway when he dressed like President Kennedy, and then when he had sideburns and he bought the Buffalo Evening News, stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, you just kind of mentioned. It kind of sounds like you're describing the pictures in the book.
Well, yeah, I mean that's all you need is the pictures.
Wait, no, that's not all you need.
Sure, you get the whole story from looking at the pictures.
You don't get the whole story from looking at the pictures.
Yes, you do.
By looking,
you're not going to tell me that you're going to read all 900 and some pages of that book.
Well, if you get the book, that's kind of the point.
No, oh well, it is, I guess, if you get some of those anti-picture books.
What's that?
I guess it is if you buy those anti-picture books, anti-picture books.
Anti-picture books.
Yeah.
Well, you tell me what is an anti-picture book?
I guess it's pretty much anything that ain't a comic book.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You mean just books, is what you would probably call them.
No, there are comic books. They're in there too. But like one of those anti-picture books, all you got to do is you look at the cover, and then you look at maybe the picture of the author inside, and then you know what it's about. Like, do you know this book called The Jungle?
By Upton Sinclair.
No, it's Up Top Sinclair.
Okay.
I think they called him Up Top because he was good at rebounding.
Well, I don't know if he was exactly a basketball player, but so you've read The Jungle?
Well, yeah, I mean, I did it Marky Ramone style.
Okay, well, if you wouldn't mind, then I guess maybe you could tell us about. Why don't you tell us about The Jungle then?
Okay, well, The Jungle by Top Sinclair is about this guy, and he goes to the smokestack jungles of Africa so he can ride this lion that rides on top of a cow skull.
What's that? He goes and rides what?
Didn't you read it? Crack a classic much? It don't sound like you do.
No, it sounds like you're maybe describing the cover of the book. Is that?
Well, yeah. What else do you? You didn't read all the pages, did you? What a dummy! You was wasting your time while I was out playing the drums wearing a leather jacket.
So, okay. Well, you're clearly. You have to realize that is not. Look, I have not read The Jungle, but I know.
Oh man.
Oh, so you're going to look down on me a little
hey,
bit.
put call screen of Gabriel on.
His name's Mike.
No, it's not.
It's Mike. So
that's a made up name.
Mike is not a made up name.
Oh. Hey, speaking of Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
I'm going to be playing at his restaurant next week.
At his restaurant.
Yeah.
What is his restaurant?
Warren's Buffet. It's in Oklahoma.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a chain, Warren Buffett restaurants?
No, it's just one of them.
Okay. Warren's Buffet.
Yeah.
And you're going to be drumming there with like the Intruders or something?
It's a super group. It's Marky Ramone and the Speed Intruders band.
Yeah, and who's in that? Just as a combination of...
It's every member that's ever been in any of my bands. It's like 14 guys.
Uh-huh.
Acoustic.
With you playing, are you going to play bongos or something?
Oh, no, there's no percussion at all. I'm just singing.
Ugh. Well,
actually, I'm lying. I don't even sing. I just kind of stand there.
That sounds pretty good.
It's good. Hey, you got to go to Warren's Buffet. You know why?
Why is that?
It's a super bargain. You just pile food on whatever you want.
Yeah.
They don't even care because he's so rich.
Yeah.
You know, they don't even. You can use a plate, but you don't have to. Some people bring in garbage cans and they fill them to the top with food.
You mean garbage can lids, like making?
No garbage can.
Like an actual garbage can.
Yeah, I saw one guy bring in one of those, like a dumpster.
A dumpster.
Yeah, and you fill it with food. I'm going to fill my bass drum case with food.
And how much does it cost to eat there?
I don't know. It's like $10 or something.
$10.
We're gonna go at 10 a.m. because it's cheapest then.
So for $10, you can just fill whatever you have.
Yep.
You can fill with food.
Oh yeah. So I'm making all the other guys in the band do the same thing. They got to fill up the guitar cases or whatever with with food.
Oh God.
That way I don't got to pay them no per diems. I don't got to pay them no like daily money. It's so classic. Even John would have to laugh at that too.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't.
He wouldn't.
You know why?
He would probably just get madder.
And what?
Madder.
And what?
And madder.
And madder.
And even a little madder than that.
Yeah, probably the maddest he would ever get.
What was when you would see? Is that a way that you rated how mad he was by when you'd say he madder and madder and madder?
It was rare that you would get a fourth madder.
What is one of the maddest times you ever saw him?
Oh man, you know how we used to always play. You know, we'd play and then he wouldn't drink that much. He would have like a slice of pizza after the show, and then he'd maybe have one beer, and then we'd go and we'd drive the van. Monty would drive the van, and then we'd go and we'd stop at a 7-Eleven or a Cumberland Farms or a Wawa, and then we'd all pile out, and then John would want to get his milk and cookies. That's no lie. he would get milk and cookies. And then there was one night, oh my God, Dee Dee got the last thing of cookies.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And that just really set him off.
He was so mad. That was a 5 mad alarm.
Wow, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And that was up there in the Hall of Fame of him being mad.
Absolutely, that's up there in the annals.
Okay.
Yeah. Of Ramone law.
Yeah. Well, Marky, I guess. So
I guess I'm going to win.
So you're calling to tell people to vote for you.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
Can I take some calls?
You want to take a call?
Let me take one call.
One call. 201-209-9368. If you have a question for Marky Ramone, you can call up now. 201-209-9368. And remember, you can go over to friendsoftom.com and vote for Marky Ramone.
You can also go to markyramone.net and buy my condoms.
Oh, God.
What?
I don't want to know about that.
You don't care about safe love making?
No, I do care about it. I just...
Well, when you're making love, what do you
please
use?
stop. It's not this is a non-starter as far as this goes. A non-starter.
It's a non-starter?
Yeah.
Okay. Are those phone lines lighting up?
They are, actually. Mike is screening a call right now. Is this good?
I only got time for one because I got to do my rudiments.
FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom, it's Dan from Brooklyn.
Dan from Brooklyn, you are on with Marky Ramone.
Hey,
wow.
Dan, do you go to Erasmus
actually
High?
Wasn't listening to the show, and I just thought I would call up. I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Are you a big Ramones fan?
Yeah, I am a little bit. I do have a question for Marky. Marky, I was wondering if, now that I think about it, if you've ever met, who was, I'm forgetting the name. It was a drummer you had on the show a long time ago. He was only on once. I believe it was the first drummer for Aerosmith, Steve Crespo.
No, that was Jimmy Crespo. You're thinking of Joey
Crespo,
Kramer.
yes.
Yeah, Joey and I are very tight. We used to do some unmentionable things together back in the day, but he's sober now too.
All right.
I'm glad to hear it.
Great call. Marky?
Yeah.
We got time for one more?
I got time for one more. I really got to do them rudiments.
FMU, you're on the air.
Hi, I'd like to talk to Marky Ramone.
You're on with him.
Oh, great. Hey, Marky, I'm a big fan. I had a question for you. We met once outside of the Dingbats Club in Clifton when you did a solo Marky Ramone All-Star show.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah, that was a good night.
I was really excited to meet you after the show, and I brought you a picture and you asked you to sign it, and you said sure, and you signed it and everything, and then I was just kind of weirded out when you asked me for $5 after you signed it.
That's not true. I don't like this. This guy's making this up.
No, that was true.
It was true? Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what happened. He'll attest to this. There wasn't a big turnout, and I had to pay my guys. Basically, I told the guys I couldn't pay them nothing, so I'd give them each a slice of pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And that was including the sound guy, so there was the 4 of us, and then the sound guy, so that was $5 I needed.
Okay, well,
I wish he hadn't called and said that. Now he's busted the myth of Marky Ramone.
Yeah. Not cool. One more call?
I can do one more. I really got to get to
This is the final call. Final call. Don't bother calling anymore. FMU, you're on the air.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Marky, is the Marky Ramone amusement park going to be ready before the mayoral race is over?
Wait, is the what going to be ready? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
The theme park.
Oh, the theme park, yeah. I mean, the theme park at this point is it's pretty much like some lawn chairs on like a skateboard.
Okay, I would take that as a no.
Yeah. No, that's a yes, and so we figure we can still charge like $100 a person for that.
Oh, that sounds like that sounds like it's just going to be a
great idea.
a money truck. You could back up the money truck.
Absolutely, yeah. Marky Ramone enterprises.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Ramone. I appreciate you calling.
Okay, thank you. And I just want to tell all your listeners out there, once again, let's vote. Let's vote for Mark.
There he goes. Marky Ramone.